wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Boys, 4-yard line.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide. Down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or sticks. Something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Elliott. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. He'll buy some time, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
21
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
9 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to try.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big first down of a fake punt. What a call. 16 yards. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone that comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Don Terry Poe busting through to get him for a loss of 6. 2nd and 16. Now it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. Now
they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
5-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these past.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Tyrone Crawford able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and in.
Throwing is Jackson.
And
for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we... Step aside here in this first quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45. Then his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the interception, here's Jackson, escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
over first down.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
Cowboys.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But
and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked on
bring
by
it,
Marlon
baby,
Humphrey.
bring it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Justin Ellis.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Prescott, and the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
At the 44-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 16 there. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and forever.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and... Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 45 yards. yards as the Ravens push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drop.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. His throw incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Throwing, Prescott. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Intercepted. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
22-yard line.
2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
And this should be the final play. Before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Jackson flushed out right. And going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And he will finally be taken out of bounds as it's an enormous play there on the final snap of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
Cowboys nothing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And not a surprise at all for Lamar Jackson to find the end zone. He did it 5 times as a rookie, 7 times during his MVP season a year ago. That's a little bit of a surprise to me because I would have thought he would have scored more. Had over 1,200 yards rushing, set a new record for quarterbacks in the NFL. But still, 7 touchdowns, he's awfully elusive.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the ball.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jihad Ward in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's caught. Cooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Justin Ellis, his 2nd sack of the night. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on first down. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jackson's pass.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Intended for Dalton.
All right, I need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Caught here by Bell. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks.
It's 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're
open man. Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens add on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That's good.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A gain there of 21 yards.
And
now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
2nd and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw him start to scramble, my thought process was he'll get what he can and maybe get out of bounds. But he got a little bit greedy there. And in this case, greed was good as he got into the end zone.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Tucker to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jihad Ward able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Elliott. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The 29-yard line.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into pop.
And look at this, another fake. And the fake will work. He's going to have a 1st down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for him.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief in, hey, we're going to get it done.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Elliott. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. So back at the midfield stripe now, they'll come up 2nd and long. This is Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Ezekiel Elliott.
They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Mark Andrews, a first-time Pro Bowler, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the...
I'm seeing a lot of hands on hips in that secondary, and I suspect a lot of mumbling under their breath as well, because this defense has had no answer for the passing game here in the first half.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch in the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
Amari Cooper and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. He's probably someone they want to get more involved at this point. 2nd quarter down on the scoreboard, you know that he can be a threat.
And because he's such a threat, as well as so productive, I'm with you on this. They've got to get him the ball more, give him more opportunities for them to have a chance to erase that lead.
Certainly they'll be looking to get him even more in the mix this go-around.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Elliott, toss right. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Brings up third down.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Final play of the half. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando, there standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The never-tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This pass into the arms of Snead. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And 12.
On third down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll roll him out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now here come the Cowboys. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Out to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown.
touchdown, Ravens.
And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Tucker now to add the point after.
For the extra point.
Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh. Sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them.